Hello? What's going on? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Mondays are weird. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Haven't traded in a couple days. Haven't streamed in a couple days. So, we have some lines on our chart that are not horizontal lines. McLovin, what's going on? I'm almost ashamed to say that there is an indicator on my chart right now. But there's a reason, and I will share that reason in 1 second. Oh, McLovin, don't say it. I made so much fun. I made so much fun of VWAP. I've given some of you guys hell. But first of all, a new setup that I'm looking for is absolutely playing out right now. I have been inspired to go back and work on a trading bot. Some of you, I've talked about that I've done that before in the past. I am a programmer, so it makes sense for me to combine programming and trading and create a bot. Like I knew I would eventually. I just was holding out, trying to do the current setups, because the current setups that I've been trading aren't really. I don't think I can put them in a bot. Good morning, Alexo, Chase, and Chris. What's going on? So with that said, Friday after the session was over, I was trying to think of how can I make my strategy into a bot with these fair value gaps. There's too much discretion with them. A code can't do that. So I thought of, you need an indicator to decide, to help make the decision of buying or long or shorting. And I added VWAP with the standard 1 deviations. That's what these extra 2 lines are. And I started back testing on the 30-second chart and kind of found this new little setup that I'm going to try moving forward, and then eventually put it in a bot. Ben, what's up? I spoke to the bruvs all weekend. Chris, I was okay. So this week we're doing something completely different. Not completely different, but this morning we're doing something a little differently. But depending on my risk management, depending on the size of a fair value gap, I would take a 1 minute and a 5 minute, or a 5 minute, preferably seeing it on the 5 minute and then looking for a 1 minute entry. Desmond, what's going on? Anyways, we're gonna trade a new strategy today. I've been doing good with the strategy I was working on. The reason I'm switching it up is so that I can see what this looks like live with the goals of turning it into a bot to run for me. It's been too long, Ben. Yes, this is a little bit of a new strat. So we're not gonna do. I think I will show you guys that. I was thinking once I get more into that once I get more into it, I could kind of demonstrate how that works for you guys, just so you guys could see. Because I'm assuming a lot of people don't even know what that looks like. So I would gladly walk you guys through what that looks like, how like back testing works on it, how it works. We can watch it live if and when I get it up and running. That's the basics of it, Chris. Although we're kind of doing something a little different today. But you can see right here. So let me. I can just kind of show you. Okay, so back here, this is a good example for what Chris, what you're talking about. So I just put it on like the 3-minute, but it happens on all time frames. We've got we came up and made higher highs. Price moved down quickly, creating a fair value gap. That moved down, broke through this swing low. And what happened? Price came back up and touched it and then kept going. Touched it up here. And then we came up and we traded up through it a little bit. And now what's happening? Down. Came up again. So that's the basics of it. But yeah, you can scalp that. But the strategy I want to code is going to be, and like I said, I needed an indicator, and we're going to use VWAP. So when price is up here above the standard deviation, or below this one, so when price is outside of the channel, I guess, if it's up here, we look for bearish fair value gaps that we can short, and then targeting. I think I'm going to target, when I was testing, the higher probability was targeting the midpoint of the standard deviation line and VWAP. So if we took this gap, we could have just shorted as it was forming. We had a little gap up there. We came down. And as long as I can get in outside of the channel, I would target something like that. The weird thing is that as price moves, the channel moves. So if this takes forever, the midpoint could be anywhere. So it may need to be adjusted, if that makes any sense for you guys. But the cool thing with putting it into a bot form would be I can backtest stuff quickly and change parameters quickly, like maybe just target a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2, and then just run it and see if it's profitable or not. So I would have taken a losing trade back here, which on my back testing, there were lots of losing trades, but then there are also lots of big winning trades. So that would have been a loser right there for 5 points. But then immediately I would have got in again back here on this when this one was forming. Knives, what's up? Alito. Oh, Alito. I did take 2 trades last night because I was just eager to see these setups back here. Market was beneath the channel, so then we look for bullish fair value gaps right there. Stop at the lows and then targeting the midpoint of the channel. So that's a nice like 1-to-2 right there. I mean, it's not a lot of points, but can be repeated. Thought I took another one. Oh, back here. I think I we created these gaps down here, and I think I got in like on this test. It was close enough for me, and I was only aiming for a few points. And I only got like 4 or 5 points out of it, but I was only risking like 1 or 2, so kind of knives, yes. I wanted to Zendy knives. I wanted to get back into building a bot, and the strategy I've been trading, I can't put that into code, so I needed an indicator to help. So we're just going to try it manually this week, and I'm only going to take trades on a TopStep combine. I'm not going to risk my personal account on Thanksgiving week and a new strategy. So I did back test this with like only like 2 weeks worth of data, and it was profitable. But obviously, trading live is a lot different than back testing. Chris, yes, what McLovin said. Go look up T trades. He explains things a lot better than me, especially because I just gave you a very brief, quick rundown of what I was doing, which we're still going to basically be doing the same thing. However, I'm just going to watch this 30-second chart, and we could potentially take multiple trades today. So we'll see. Hey, good morning. Gonna pull up my back testing. So when I back tested this on the 30-second chart, I could only go back to November 8th. But then these are all the trades I took like for that day. And some days you get quite a few losers, but like there's some decent winners in there. Anyways, back testing from November 8th through the 17th on the 30-second chart, trading the whole day session, it netted 660 points. That's a really good amount of points for 7 or 8 days. And then I tested the 1 minute chart, which some days it did better, some days it did worse than the 30-second. On the 1 minute, I was able to go back through October 30th, and it pulled out almost 800 points on the 1 minute chart. But the average on the 1 minute, the average is 10 points per trade. On the 30-second, I think we had a better average. Oh no, the average was 10 there too. So I don't know. I'm going to watch the 30-second today and go from there. But we have to have a fair value gap and an entry above or below, and then aiming for the midpoint of that or the midpoint of this. We'll see if we can't do this. Hey, Jeremy. So the winners were all those were that spreadsheet was winners and losers. So if we're averaging 10, I don't think it will, because on the 30-second chart, the losers are small. Like this would have been a loser right here, 5 point loss, but then immediately we get fair value gap. This I probably would enter up there on that candle, just mark it in, risking 10, aiming for the center, and now we're up 17. I need to wait for new setups though after market open. And so back testing, you can pick perfect entries and perfect exits. We may not do it live. A bot would do it perfectly. So I'm eager to get this, and I think I can code this, and I'm eager to see what back testing shows. Plus, I can back test like 2 months in like 20 minutes. I feel like I'm forgetting to do something, but I'm not going to mark out any higher time frame swigs because I don't need to. Not with this. I mean, it would probably assist in knowing which ones to take, but we're just gonna take any of them that form. It wasn't that wasn't a template or anything. That was just a column for the date and then a column for the trades. And I just put what I lost or what I made in points on each row. Wasn't really there's nothing there. So we're above this standard one deviation to now. As soon as I see a fair value gap, depending on how big it is and stuff like that, I can either just mark it in or wait for a retest and put my stop and put my take profit. The thing that if I traded this strategy manually, one, like I've run into like 4 or 5 losing trades in a row, and that would take a toll mentally. You just have to keep going and sit there all day, which I don't really want to do. So I'm really just curious about watching these setups form live over the next couple days. But I don't think there's a potential that I may not be profitable this week because I'm only taking a handful. I may only take like 1 or 2 trades in this morning session because I can't sit here all day. That's why putting it into a bot, then it could just trade all day for me. Another thing though would be I could keep my chart up all day. I can't stream all day, but if we are say we're inside of the range, like the standard, or if we're inside of these 2 lines, the outside bands, and we're just ranging in there all day, I can just keep a chart open and put an alert on to let me know when we break out, and then that's when I can look for a setup. But again, none of that stuff is a problem for a bot. You can just turn it on in the morning and see if it made me money or more. I mean, I can code it and I will do it. I just started looking at this strategy over the weekend, and then I was looking at some tools to wasn't sure where I was going to code it at, but Quantower has some pretty nice back testing and like trading strategy algo stuff tools. I liked what I was seeing with them. Yeah, see this strategy would have taken a loss here for a few points, and it would have probably taken a few losses on the way up as it shorted these little gaps right here. But they're all very small risk. But then it also would have shorted this guy up here, and that's only a 4-point risk, and it would have no problem holding midpoint between those bands. It would have had no problem holding that. So I would think it would have gotten back anything it lost, but I don't know. But putting it in code, it would be cool because then you can tell it to just like stop trading after after a couple losses, stop trading maybe and wait like 4 hours and then start up again, things like that. Oh, it's a happy Monday, all right. I know Alito's taken something, but has anyone else taken any trades yet? On my old, I mean, we came right up into this fair value gap. It's hard to see, but on the 15-minute, we could be turning around here. GD, GG. Zendy, was that a manual entry or an automatic entry? What? Lito, what the hell? What does that mean? You wanted the long, but then you shorted at the last second. I haven't read through every message. I'm sorry. Oh, nice, Cindy. All right, I might get an entry here. Oh. So creating a fair value gap right there. If this candle closes, we'll just get in instead of waiting for a retest because it's It's not that many points, and I'm just testing stuff. All right. We'll short there. Oh, I can't put a stop. Stop at the highs, and then we're aiming for midpoint between these two bands, which I don't need to draw this out every time, but just to get an idea. So, oops. We're aiming for that. And we can adjust this depending on, as the market curls over. If it starts to curl over, this exit is going to change a little bit. So just watch it. There's really there's no risk. I'm on a combine. I'm not trading my personal account today. I'm just testing this, just forward testing this live just to see that I can point out these setups, and that's it. But I'm really curious about like how often, once I can get to where I can back test a bot, which can do this much quicker than when I manually back test. I'm really curious, like how many would be winners if I just targeted 1-to-1, and if that's profitable, how many would be winners if I target 1-to-2, and is that profitable? How many would be winners if I start trailing my stop after so many points, things like that. Let's put on the money just so we're only on 1 micro, but whole idea with this is that this volume weighted average price is the average price of what the market's doing, and the market is constantly moving up and down. So if we are getting that far away from it, statistically we should get some sort of pullback, and the fair value gaps give us a decent risk to reward and an entry and a set place to put a stop. Yeah, this is a 30-second chart. Wonder if I can add it's got to be a way to, yeah, 1.5 would be the midpoint, right? Oh no, 0.5. There we go. I want fills, and why not make that like a dash? Yes, Sendies, just stay in till stop or the take profits hit. That's it. So I can set it when I program it, I can just put my stop and my take profit. But like I was telling you earlier, I may need to watch the take profit because it could change. See how this line's already curling up a little. I don't know. I don't know. I think with a bot though, I would probably do like a trailing stop. I would just need to start back testing and see what it does. When I program it though, I think I can just like I would put my take profit here. But every candle I will be calculating, VWAP and the standard deviation and just check if we're close to the midpoint. I could just close all positions and wait for the next setup. Yeah, that too. I could just every time I calculate a candle, depending on where that is, just put it there. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm chasing it though and it never hits. I could see that. I don't know if that's possible or not. Hardest thing is going to be, well, it's not going to be hard to figure out a fair value gap in code, but I think just I'm always looking at the last three candles. If a fair value gap forms, it's where I want it to be. And the current price of the fourth candle, because it takes three candles to make a fair value gap. If the current price on the current candle price is within X amount of points of the fair value gap, then I can just mark it in. But if it's like a long run up, I don't want to get in up here based on this fair value gap. So I would probably save that value and then wait for us to come back down. I don't know. You'll be the first one to know what I'm going through. If this trade works, I'm going to be very excited because my two trades last night worked. But a 1-to-1 looks like it had worked already, right? Yeah, could have gotten out already at a little better than a 1-to-1. if I was being super precise, I guess, close to like I'm not looking for it to be exactly there. Like if the market comes down and we break down, I might kill it a little early, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. As price moves, the target's going to move as well a little, and there's a chance we go up and break this high and then create another setup. So I'm gonna just take that one, just keep moving forward. And the thought is that if I take all of them, then we should be profitable at the end of the day. No, I know, McLovin. I'm gonna force myself to do it just to see. Like I said, I'm not I'm not trading my personal account right now. I'm not gonna risk doing a brand new strategy on a holiday week. Um, I only have a small sample size of back testing, so I just wanted to see what this looks like live, and then code it so I can back test months of data quicker. On days where we just like rally hard all day, like I've had like 5. I didn't take screenshots of my back testing, but there were a couple days where we did that, and like it was just like loser, 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 and then like a massive winner when there was a huge pullback, and I caught the whole move because a fair value got formed at the top. Then it was loser, loser, but all the losers were relatively small compared to the winners, especially on a rally day. As if we just keep grinding away from this, creates a massive gap between where price is and where it's going to go back. Nice, McLovin. I mean, I'm sure there's other bit like I just thought of this on Friday and just started testing it. I'm not like I don't think it's like the one all be all strategy that's going to work. Um Hey, Dad, I don't mind. I'll fight the trend all day. I don't care. Um, Umar, weekend was pretty good. What about you? Yeah, I mean, these trades, the winners should be pretty large compared to the losses. So one winning trade can eat up like 3, 4 losers. So it's perfectly fine. But I think the key is to just take all of them, and that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do this week. If we get a fair value gap, if we get one for him here, I'll take it, and then we'll be targeting down there. So we'll take that one. Stop up here, and then targeting between like 30 and 40-ish. Yeah. Again, this one could not work as well. There was a day where I had like 3 or 4. Oh, right here on the 14th. if this is okay. So when I back tested the 14th and I took three losers in a row, but then there were two pretty big winners, and then I still ended with 55 points. Like, I'm gonna take that. Well, Knives, like I said, the plan. I'm just testing this manually this week. Next week, I'm not gonna test this manually. Hopefully, over the weekend, I should be working on the bot to do it. I don't know if it will be at a place to test live, but there will be no need for me to test it live. I was just curious to see this live. Tyler, just trying something a little different. That's all. I was doing perfectly fine with the strategy I've been using the last like 2 months. This is for a different purpose. I'm not trying to change my manual. I wouldn't take this and trade like this all day, every day if I was going to continue manually trading, which I do like trading manually. I was just trying to think of something that I can put into a bot. Mr. Rapato. I like that. Tyler, the quick rundown is just was trying to think of a strategy that I can program into something, to an algo or bot or whatever you want to call it, to run for me. I was only able to back test, so many days. I just wanted to forward test it live this week. And I figured this would be a good week because I don't want to risk my real account trading this week anyways. So why not try this and just see what happens? Umar, I don't really know what strategy this is. I just thought of it last week. I just thought of it I added VWAP with the standard 1 deviations and was like, what trades could I take? The VRAT. Delta, are you talking about for you or for me? Because I have zero expectations today. I'm just seeing if I can spot the setups live and take them. That's it. Like, I don't care if this loses money all day. It would be cool if it makes money all day, but I'm on this TopStep combine. Like, oh, that's another thing. You guys do what you need to do. I have 3 combines right now. If I pass any of them, I'm not even activating them. I don't want to use, I'm not using a prop firm. If I pass an account, I'll take the 150 I'd pay for that and put it in my personal account. Yes, I remember McLovin. I remember when you were starting that. Yeah, no strategy works on every trade. That's where risk management comes into play. But the human element, like what Knives was saying, Knives was worried about can I withstand multiple losing trades in a row? And the answer is historically no. But if I can back test something that's profitable, then the only thing is to remove myself from trading it, and I can then put it into a bot, and the bot should be able to execute flawlessly. Assuming I know what I'm doing with programming and I don't have like bugs and stuff. Nope, I thought we were going to get a fair value gap there. But this is not a big deal. Like I said, I'm not planning on trading like this. I'm just seeing if I can spot these setups live. That's all. I could change my mind by next week, but next Monday I plan on going back to waiting for like higher time frame liquidity grabs and doing that whole ordeal. I was just excited to see these setups play out, and I wanted to trade them on an account that I'm not trying to pass or anything like that. I should have taken. Oh, I think I did take a screenshot of some. It's funny you say that, Delta, because I was thinking about. I've been doing a lot of thinking over the weekend, probably overthinking, and I do want to create something that just trades like a maniac. Because why not? Those were from. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe he'll create something that just generates money for you guys. I've seen a lot of there's a subreddit called algo trading, and I think a lot of people use Python on there. I was looking at creating this on Quantower, which uses C#, which aligns perfectly because that's what I use at my job anyways. That lines up well. I don't have to learn anything new. Right. The market doesn't know I got out of this trade, so it's just going to consolidate for a while. The hashtag, right? Well, looking at this, we may not turn around until 1620-ish, or possibly 1650, but I don't care. If we get a fair value gap, I will take it. He is slowing down. There's a little fair value gap. Could be. This stays down here. Oh, it's closing in. Nope. Tyler, you're a maniac. Absolutely insane. I want to see your screen time on your phone for how many minutes you have TradingView open throughout the day. I think in my back testing I was taking displacement or fair value gap. So if we had a bunch of red candles, I would take that as well. Only on a retest though. Probably got a battery bank with a TradingView sticker on there. Oh yeah. Like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes every 1 minute. That doesn't even make sense. Sorry. Would hate for a gap to form down here because then it's a pretty much larger stop putting it at the swing. Another thing that once I get this in code form, it'll be so much easier to back test small changes. Like instead of putting the stop at the swing, test a bunch of trades putting the stop at the fair value gap candle. Umar, are the Black Friday specials worth it for TradingView? I think so. I think you have to pay. I think the special, at least the one I saw, is or maybe I got it. I don't know. I saw a special that says if you buy a year up front, or if you pay for the annual plan, it's like half off, so you get 6 months for free. I'm on the monthly plan. I was thinking of switching, but I don't know. I mean, if something's on sale and it's something you want, then it's a good deal. If something's on sale that you weren't planning on buying, that's not a good deal. So, but got a 1 minute fair value gap. I don't see it. Oh, that up there. Yeah, I don't like that. I hate when it looks like that. I don't know. I prefer like a nice body, but it could be. Yes, the bot would also hate it. I'm going to add parameters so I can adjust them without adjusting the code. That it looks at the size of the fair value gap. Then it has to be, so many points. Then test like a 5. Require it to be 2 points, require it to be 5 points, and then test that. Maybe this will just turn into a coding stream and you guys just watch me code a bot all day. No, I know some of you guys will be over there sitting there copying. Little cheaters. Don't know. I don't know if I should take that one. My main one I use is C#, but I've also written some bots just using like JavaScript. I'm just gonna, there's no risk today. I'm just gonna take that. Just put our stop at that swing. And then again, aiming for down here. Midpoint of this little channel. I think I would have taken that back testing because I was taking like anything and everything when I was testing. Right test. I've noticed so on days when this doesn't work, especially on like a rally day, we come down and we hit that standard 1 deviation. We just keep bouncing off of it. So then it just keeps taking, like I'm going to just keep taking shorts and just keep bouncing off of that. So, but that's where like a trailing stop would come into place. Like we're already past a 1-to-1. So I may do like a start trailing after it's 1-to-1. I don't know, something like that. And then there are days where we just run all the way to VWAP or past it, but from my small set of trades, I noticed that the highest probability was between the midpoint of these standard 1 and VWAP. I am going to throw up because I keep saying VWAP. I hate it. I hate that I have an indicator on here. Oh, nice. Hertz. You took that one at 93. Nice. We'll call it we'll call VWAP the VRAT. I wonder if I could, seeing if I could add a label on there. Sure, we could. exactly what I was looking for. If this had an option, like I'm sure I could figure out how to add it, but if it already had an option for a label, then we could just edit the code real quick and put that in there. I didn't want to just write it though. I wanted it to be like small and it followed the line. Another thing I could do is, I mean, I would need to test it, but if we have an entry, then we have another fair value gap form above with an entry add. I don't know. I'm not going to right now, but it's a possibility. This was just a fresh 50,000 combine. I don't know, Zendy. It's a possibility. I mean, there's really no need. You just have to get something profitable. Once you have something that shows profitability, you just scale that sucker up and make however much money you want. It looks like this, or yeah, we said that this was already a 1-to-1, so I don't know why I lean towards taking 1-to-1s, I think. But I mean, if I can get 70% win rate if all of these are 1-to-1s, I'll take that. I don't really care if it's going to keep going because like I just said, if I want to make more money, I just scale up. Like I've talked about in the past, I could make we're only up $33 on one micro. That's 300 on a mini. That's 600 with two minis. It's however much money you want. You just have to get something that's consistent. I don't know if you guys are having problems watching this, but YouTube's complaining about the stream, so I apologize. I don't. There's nothing I can do. Some of these trades also in back testing, they were long trades, like a couple hours. They were like this, so could be in this for a little while. Who knows? Another important thing with taking the human elements out is there were some days where I was up like 100 points after like say 2 trades, and then I hit like 5 losing trades that just gave it all back. Oh yeah, no problem, Delta. Here you go. That would be tough, but again, if you have the computer doing it, doesn't care. Looks like it may work. Now, ideally, I would absolutely move my stop and stuff. Like, there's no reason to let this go and stop me out if I'm. This looks like a 2-to-1 right now. Oh, a 3-to-1. I almost want to move this down, but I don't care what this account makes or breaks today. I'm not passing it. I'm not paying for it. Five-minute fair value gap, you say? Oh yeah, look at that. We could come back up there. Hey, thanks, McLovin. I mean, we also took 2 losers, so let's see. I don't even know. I don't know if that makes us green on the day. It does. We are up $9.48 on the day. So now we're going to be waiting for a little bit. We need to wait for the market to trade outside of those bands. Hmm. 3-minute gap entry. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I mean, there's not much to this, what I'm trying to do. Like I said, in my back testing, it's a small sample size. It looks profitable. It shows promise. I don't know if it would be best for somebody to trade that. You could pair it with other things, I guess. But my goal with this is to put it into code. So like I haven't even I haven't put the strategy into code yet and run it, like back tested it. But I'm already thinking of things like maybe I wait for 2 fair value gaps to form first. I don't know. Best Thanksgiving dish. How do I do a poll? Oh, right here. Tell me some. Alito says no. I have to do what Alito says. He has a rat egg. All right, you guys like rat eggs? Rat legs. I don't even know what I need to know what I put down. I tried the Keltner channels and I overlaid it on these and it didn't. The Keltner channels. I'm like holding my hand up to the chart like you guys can see. The Keltner channels follow the price too closely. The hell does that mean? Yeah. Keltner channels follow too closely. But we took 3 trades today. I mean, so far, and I don't know what the hell that means with the 1.7 standard deviation. If we had been taking like 1-to-1s, I would be up on 3 trades so far. And it's not a lot of points, but you just need consistency. So that one worked with a 1-to-1, so 12 points. Oh, this one didn't work, right? This one didn't work at all. It was such a small stop, though. It was 9 points, so oh well. Current P&L is $9. $9.48 after 3 trades. Okay, EMA with 1.7. Just this one? Just the moving average? See, all of those follow price too closely. Oh, find Keltner that uses EMA. Why don't you find, or oh, you don't have TradingView. That was the wrong one. This isn't even showing anything up. All right, you're getting out of hand. Okay. It's too much. It's too much. I back tested this one already, like 2 weeks worth of data, and you want me to throw all that away and jump on board with some random thing that you're just pulling out of nowhere? What do you mean, what is this? That's what I'm saying. What is this? I think we go attack those lows, but it's not part of the strategy. EMA, Keltner. Oh, don't want it twice on there. It's not showing any. It's not putting anything on the chart. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. Like what's your what are you trying to get at? What's wrong with this? Did this trade not work? Did this trade not work for a 1-to-1? Why are you not satisfied? I wonder if moving to once it hits 1-to-1, then move to break even. That might be the play to minimize losses. So if this, once the market moved down here, then move this to break even, would have never gotten hit, and then we still get our money out of those points. This one was just a straight loss, and then this one would have been break even. We'll see, Alito. Let me work on one thing at a time. When I the hardest thing with coding this is going to be doing the VWAP and the standard deviation, because I didn't. Quantower has some like built-in indicator functions, but I didn't see VWAP in there. So I mean, it's just a calculation. So I just have to calculate it and then keep track of the plot for each candle, which isn't a big deal, but writing that section of code is, I feel like that's going to take me the longest. And then it's just a matter of watching the candles, figuring out a fair value gap. I know VWAP is offered on Quantower. It wasn't offered as a function with their code. So I have to build it myself, instead of, like, they had some built in. They had built-in indicators. It's gonna get boring. This is gonna get boring for some of you guys. Sorry. Yeah, we went from 40,000 viewers to 25,000, but what do you guys want me to do? I have nothing to do. We got to wait for the market to move up here, the market to move down here. So they have 50 built-in indicators, and I already looked through the list. So like you can just ask for a indicator, and like they have EMA already. Anyways, VWAP wasn't in there, so I'll have to take a list of candles and figure out VWAP. Can't believe your performance accounts are gone, Alito. Yeah, I looked up what the calculation is. Just taking the high, the low, the close, adding those together, dividing by 3, timesing by the volume of that candle, and then like figuring out the total volume up to that point, and then plotting that line, plotting that point. I kind of understand that. I mean, that's what I did with that one account a couple weeks ago. The drawdown was too much and it was just weighing on me, so I just threw it away. Why didn't you short? We hit 65 right here. I would still be favoring shorts as well. I think this run up was just a big old fake out. The hell? That's weird. Wait, it's only 1 month? Are you already signed up for trading? Like, are you already in a do you already use TradingView? At first I thought your name was Milk Thomas. I'm sorry. Mick. This is just VWAP with +1 and -1 standard deviations. That's it. I already pay for TradingView and I'm on the monthly plan, and they sent me a Black Friday deal that says if you switch to annual, we'll give you 6 months free. So I was thinking about jumping on that. Yeah, I just switched. I just went back down to the essential plan. I just still have like a couple days left of the 30-second. So, oh, you already have the annual. Switch to the monthly and then sign back up for the annual. Maybe they'll give you it for, maybe they'll give it to you for half off. Is Mil, oh, is that really a, I've never watched Rick and Morty. A bunch of people have told me I need to. Prada, I didn't know you guys were still here. Did you guys take anything? Oh, we took out the highs. You guys not take this one right here? What was wrong with this one right here? Did I give 45 yet? No, not yet. Yeah, that's weird, McLovin. I don't know. Oh, oh yeah, you guys weren't using the. I keep thinking you guys were still using the London session. Like, I'm sure all of you guys already knew this, but I thought you could only set indicators like this. I never even saw that right there. I always thought you had to set an indicator at a certain price. I didn't know that you can set the alert off of a indicator. So like right now, if I didn't want to sit here and watch this, I could just put some alerts, wait for the market to, or wait for an email and a text, and then come back, assuming the market is trading above it, and then wait for another trade. Oh, I know, Jeremy. It's only for a plan I have. Like, I was trying to think of have you been here? Have you been here at all this morning? I can't remember now. I don't remember seeing your name. No, John was here. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah. I'm just testing something. I don't plan on using indicators. When I go back to not testing, yes, the bots. I'm only looking at it for yes. A bot, I think, needs an indicator. It's too much discretion if it's only looking at price action. So just testing something. Once I start working on that, I'll probably go back to what I've been doing, because I really prefer that. I really like that. How I was trading. We probably would have longed down here. Yeah. I mean, look at the bodies on the 5-minute respecting that 50%. I don't want to see if we can get at least another setup, but we need the market to trade up above that line. Maybe it will go up and respect that. Maybe create another. No, it won't, Delta. It's going to take whatever I tell it to take. That's what it's going to do. It's going to work for me. The same exact strategy applies when the market is down here, but then you're just looking for longs and bullish fair value gaps, which I did take one last night because I was a little eager to see the setup. I just wanted to see how the market behaved. And last night, only 30 minutes after open, we are trading beneath the line, have a fair value gap displacement. I think I bought at 55 because I missed that. I didn't open my phone. But stop was down here, and then I aimed for the center of that channel, and we got it. It worked. So it was pretty exciting. It's only like only risking 6 points for 12, but that's a good 1-to-2 ratio, right? Somewhere around there. And it's not built yet, Delta. Like I just thought of the strategy, then I was working on back testing it manually just to see if it's even feasible to like put time into it. It's going to take time to program that. And then I was researching on like who I want to use to program it with, because I have some code already that can take automatic trades with TradingView, but I didn't really like it. So I was trying to find someone else. But I've settled. I'm going to use Quantower. And I really liked their back testing tool. Once I get it to the point we can back test, I'll show you guys. I'll have to keep the code a secret though. You guys can't see that. Maybe I'll open up a I don't know, business or whatever, and I'll just code bots for people. I would get a charge for however long it takes to make it, charge for changes, and then get a percentage of the if it makes money, I make money off of it too. A small percentage off of that. If it loses money, that's on you. But I will code it for you and demonstrate it doing what you want it to do, and then you're on your own. You talking about me, Umar, or someone else? Yeah, McLevin. I can show you guys. ES made a new high on the day. Is that? I think that's what that acronym is. Oh, they charge us. Yeah, I don't think I would. If I did something like that, I think I would just charge for building it. But after that, and like 10% of the profits, maybe. I don't know. Gotcha. I don't know. Let's take this one step at a time. I need to get mine. I need to get this built first. I already, like I said, I have another one already, but I don't use it. Because it was kind of just me messing around. They do have. It's a pretty big divergence, eh? Yeah, or Nasdaq is nowhere near. Oh, that's something I didn't look at over the weekend, was how ES. Most setups that work on ES or Nasdaq also work on ES. So I already had it on there. So at market open, we would have taken one loss there, one loss here, and then this one would have been a winner. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think I would have taken these because we just came off of the profit target. So a run up off the profit target, like we need to wait a little while. Oh, that's awesome, Delta. Nice work. That's a great Monday. You have a good one, man. This is why we need a computer doing this for us because it's boring. So far, I'm feeling pretty confident though. I've only taken 3 trades based on the new rules, and I'm liking what I see. I think I could have had smaller stops as well. So I wasn't waiting for the market to come back up into those gaps. I mean, it's only a couple points, but if you're risking a couple points on every trade, that's going to just increase your losses, obviously, over time. See, and I'm thinking about putting the stop at the fair value gap candle. Oh, tomorrow at 2 we have the FOMC minutes. And we have initial jobless claims on Wednesday. So maybe we will get some movement this week. And then PMI on Friday. So I thought Friday was going to be like dead, but so Wednesday's open normal. Thursday is a half day. Wait, Friday the markets are closed. The hell? Thursday the market halts and then reopens Thursday night at normal times. But then Friday we're closed. So when do they shut it down again? I don't know. I'm not trading Thursday or Friday. I'm just going to trade normal. I'm not sure. I don't understand this. It says Thursday market halts, then reopens Thursday night at normal time, so at 6. And then Friday it says market close. So Wednesday regular. Thursday's a half day. We close at noon, right? Or this is CST. I don't freaking know. Good luck. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just staying off the charts. Doesn't make any sense. The actual CME website isn't any better. Oh, and this is what I'm getting for TradingView. Get 70% off and a free month. I don't know. Lido, what are you doing? We're taking it easy this week. I will be right back. If there's a setup, take it for me. Or wait, let's see. This might. What if we get a fair value gap here? I doubt it because we have a bullish one right there. So I think we're just going down and pricing that. We'll be fine. I'll be right back. What is ES doing? I mean, the 5 minutes, 5-minute chart was pretty bullish, especially this little move up back to the 50%. I don't think there was news. I think we have something at 2, maybe. Take care, Zendy. 10 a.m. I don't know what the hell that was. No, the next thing on Market Watch is some Fed's gonna be on TV. Like, we freaking care about that. Just the markets. Oh, we're up here in this wick though. So it makes sense that we're aiming to go for that high right there. And I was not expecting. Jesus, Tyler. I'm like, what? It, you got something else going on, man. If you're to go for that much money for no reason. Well, money in quotes, because obviously that's not money yet. You're just a machine. Absolute madman. Sorry, sorry to call you out on that, but Wait, that did you just start that? Was that balance at 0 this morning? Oh, okay. I thought you bought it the other day, then started trading it today. I'm like, why? You're going up $8,200 in one day. You want to hit that goal in one day and then make them move the target. I think you should be able to pull out $800 tomorrow. But Ducks going in with a goal like that, being that close, it's tough. Damn, thought we were gonna get a little fair value gap there. Let me ask you: Did you get that? Did you make those profits with 1%, 1% per trade? Hey, Umar Nice at 270 is not bad. I would be happy with 270 a day. I don't know what the hell a rand is, but 270 a day is respectable, very respectable, especially pulling money out of the market. Yes, 250 is much better, especially on a 250 per trade on a 150K. A hell of a lot better risk management than 500 on the 50s. So nice. I wasn't sure if you had been working on that or not. Obviously, you do whatever you need to do. You but I wasn't sure if you were working on that or not. I hadn't heard anything from you lately, at least in regards to positions, position sizing. But the money, the winnings can come just by sizing up. Like for us trading, as humans, as people, when we start sizing up, it starts messing with our trades. If I can get a bot that's profitable, I can just freaking scale it up however quick I want because it's not going to be scared of a trade. I hear you on that. Almost want to short this just because of that imbalance between the bodies, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait for a candle displacement. But now that we move so much, looking at like 40-ish point trade with if we get a fair value gap, it would probably be a relatively small setup, small trade. Uh-oh. I've never used Quantower's trade copier. Let's focus on one account at a time. No? Bad idea? Not interested? So those orders are just sitting on the chart? Whoa, 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 whoa. As soon as you think it's going to close and create a gap, how do you know it's there if you can't see it? Does it show up in your, like, the logs or whatever? Or, like, open orders? You run into some wild things. I haven't seen oh, what the hell? It's making sounds like you just got in a trade. The frick? Think the low on the day, McLovin? Could see a scenario of high, low, higher, high, and then displace all the way down for like these higher time frames. That'd be pretty gnarly. I think I'm gonna take one more. I'm waiting for a setup. If either we get a setup or the market comes back down into this channel, whichever one comes first, then I'll probably call it quits there. Hopefully, if we get a fair value gap, we can get into a trade. But if it's just going to do this and grind all the way down, yeah, Tyler, that's why I tried to get away from trying to determine longer plays. I don't know. I don't like being wrong. I don't want to try to determine a bunch of answers, variables, moves. The chance of me being wrong is higher. No, it's all good, McLovin. I mean, if I get a bearish fair value gap above here, we take it and we target down here. Those are the rules. I don't make them. I'm just following them. We did not take this because we already took that one. Now we just wait for some more price action and then wait for a setup. Yeah, Tyler, I completely understand you. That's how I am too. But I couldn't handle being wrong and then it affects me. So I need to think of things, think of strategies or ways to trade where that doesn't bother me. Oh, we did make 11. That was like at 1 p.m. and we had like a massive like 200 point drop. When When is the news for the 20-year? Nice, Tyler. I like that. Make it as mechanical as we can. That's the goal with a bot. I'm still gonna sit here and trade with you guys, because if we get a bot that's making money, I mean, that's kind of boring. Oh damn. Yeah, maybe oh, so at 1 again. Why does that not show up on these? I mean, if we had a bot and I wasn't even trading, that would be boring. I see what you mean. I guess it would be fun watching if it was making money. But I think even when I have an automated strategy that's making money, I think I'll still take manual trades throughout the day because I do enjoy it. McLovin, where are you finding that information? And I guess Market Watch. No, why does that not show up on Market Watch? I feel like that would be something that should show up there. Oh, Financial Juice has it. Yep. Okay. That's a bit alarming. Why the hell does that not show up on Market Watch? Maybe I can't trust that. I keep ignoring Alito because he tells me that I should use. I mean, I have an account with AMP, and what do you know? AMP has their own calendar, and it shows up on here. I mean, with the way the market reacted with the 30-year bond, you'd think this would be red, but who knows? There's no filters with Market Watch. I don't know. I would just think it would show up on here. They'll probably add it later if it moves the markets. If this closes, we'll jump in. We're targeting down here. I'm not waiting for it to come up into these because a lot of these are so small, such small stops that it doesn't mean I'm going to get it anyways. And when I program this, once I see, it counts each candle. So once the third candle closes and it shows that there's a fair value gap, I'm planning on just marketing in instead of waiting for the market to come up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And then stop at those swings right there where the fair value gap was, and then targeting midpoint of this guy right here, which if we wanted to be precise would be right here. And then just wait and see which one gets hit first. If we get stopped out, we could still get another entry. Hey, you're good, McLovin. I don't think anybody should follow this. I'm just trying something new that I've been thinking about. So, but I haven't been thinking about it for very long. Uh I just started looking into this on Friday. A 1-to-1 exit would be at 1600. So that's what you got to do, McLovin. Follow your rules. Follow what works for you. I mean, personally, I don't have a lot of faith in this, just based on all the other things that I watch for in the market. But I'm trying to just take every single one that I see. No, I remember McLovin. You got all the credit if this thing tanks. But as long as the market is above uh, this +1 standard deviation, I would just be taking shorts all day, anytime a gap forms. So chew. I really like that for the next time we get a dog, which won't be for a while, but I'll try to remember. I think that could be a good boy or girl's name, either or. All right, so I mean, didn't work. Not a big deal. We wait for the next one and we take it. I'm fairly confident that if the market is going to move down at some point today, it will create a fair value gap on the 30-second chart before it does it. It's awesome. You gotta wait for a big news event. If you're less than $1, you have less than $1. You can't. That means you can only do like a micro, and just hope that they don't cancel it, and hopefully it goes in your favor on one micro. Wait for that 20-year stuff to come out this afternoon at 1. Wasn't it just last week the 30-year came out, or was it the week before? Remember, we were all freaking out in Discord because of how much the market was moving. It might. Yeah, but you have enough room. It's like what, 60 cents for a micro on the first side. I don't know if I should take that or not. It's not really. Oh, this is what I wanted to check. The 1 minute today, we would have taken a loser, I think, unless I required a fair value gap to be larger than that. I think we would have only taken the one winner so far, but the stop is much bigger. Initial jobless claims Wednesday morning. I'd probably do it on there. I'm gonna just take this one. Like I said, I don't. This account is just for testing today. I like the smallest fair value gap, but we did have 3 red candles displacement. We'll take it. Again, targeting down here. Yeah, I have no idea if 1 p.m. it's going to move, but 8:30 tomorrow morning with jobless claims, it should move. You need like a non-farm payroll event though. Man, I wish you had just a couple more dollars in there so you could at least do it on a mini. Minis are just so much more fun. Yeah, what account is that? What size was it? Curious. I think he stopped because he just got lucky. He thought he was blowing up, and then he looked and he's like, "Oh, I still have 92 cents left." Hey, that might work. Use one event, use one news event on a micro just to get you like $10 or something in there, and then use the next news event to do a mini to give you some buffer. I like it. I really do think that those plays. Well, I tried to do that one morning. I think it can work. I just am too precise with my uh trades, and the freaking market came in and tagged me in and tagged me out. I really should, since I went up to 4 minis, I really should have just had a 1 point take profit. I've only ever looked at the I don't even remember how you're supposed to say that. The ashy. I don't know how to say that word. Heiken ashy, is that how you say it? Heiken ashy. I've only looked at them a couple of times. I've never really followed them. You create Can you create gaps on here? Oh, I'm also on a 30-second chart. Oh, no gaps. What am I supposed to do without a gap? Maybe use that for a I want to create a bot that's like a high frequency trader that it will take like 500 trades in a day. I don't know why. I just want to. But I need some form of logic. It's not a bad idea. Something worth testing. Yes, a meth bot, a crack bot, something like that. But what could we use? Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea, McLovin. Take this off of here. Make this. So maybe have the hike and ashy on a higher time frame. I think that's what you just said. Maybe require a hike and ashy red can. Like if I'm looking for shorts, require a gap and I don't know. Oh, would you look at that? This is where we shorted earlier and it was on a red hike and ashy. We created these two fair value gaps, which were above the standard one deviation. An entry formed over here after a red Ikenashi on the 5-minute. This is just one very small sample. I don't think I should have taken that. requires a 1 day, 4 hour, and 1 hour. Never thought about it like that. I don't think I would have written this trade down in backtesting. That's way too small. Not even a point. But we're just testing. That's what I thought, Joseph, but we're right at the midpoint of that wick at 620-ish. I remember right here. Yeah. So it will just be interesting to see how we behave right here. If we keep going, I guess the next draw on liquidity would be that swing high. If we were doing our other I hate looking at higher time frames with indicators. I mean, that's a tall order to aim for those lows. I think when we're showing bullish patterns, you just keep thinking we're going higher until we don't. If we turned around, we have all this displacement from 1030 that we have to get through. So what I would be watching for is how we react here, how we react like in this quadrant. If we displace past it, sure, we go after this low, and then who knows where we go after that. Do we take out that low to go higher? Do we take out that low and go lower? like I was saying in my back testing with this little strategy, there were days where we just rallied up and I took like 4 or 5 losing trades in a row. But then towards the end of the day, there were like 2 big pullbacks, and this caught both of those, which put me green on the day. I'm not going to be able to catch that today because I'd have to sit here for the next 5 hours. And if I'm not watching, surely there's going to be entries I miss. So this strategy was profitable with the caveat that I catch every opportunity between 9:30 and 4, which I can't do that. So, but I was looking into this strategy or whatever for the purpose of programming it. On the daily, maybe. November 14. Oh, I hit weekly. Yeah. And at the very least, I just don't see us making new all-time highs yet. Oh, that's way up here at 16,750. Yeah, this candle creates a gap. Created one up here, but that's too small. We keep going lower and then close around here. We can mark it in, stop at the highs again. You got 10 seconds. Ideally, we'd wait for it to come back up, but I don't really have a goal today except just point out these trades. And then we'd be targeting midpoint of that. So around here. I should have just done this on minis. Be a little more entertainment to see that number times 10. Well, while we wait for this trade to play out, I know I thank you guys all the time, but I'm just overwhelmed with the support on this channel. But I can't believe that we have hit over 800 freaking people. I think we hit that over the weekend, which is kind of crazy because since I started streaming, before I was streaming, we were around 400 or close to 500, but to gain like 40% in 2 months, not even 2 months, is kind of crazy. So thanks thanks to all the new people and thanks to all the old people who have been here for a while. It's kind of insane. We just hit 700 in October. We've gained we've gained the same amount of people this month as we have in last month, and we still have another week to go. So it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's right. I mean, I'm excited to get to 1,000 because that's when YouTube will share their sweet ad revenue with me, which is not going to be anything, but it's still cool to see a video generate money from people watching. But I don't know what we're gonna I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm already doing something special every month with the giveaway. So how am I supposed to top that with 1,000? I did have one idea when we get to 1,000, but I don't know. I don't know if that would. I think one day it would be funny. I don't know if funny is the right word, but maybe have my uh, wife trade who knows absolutely nothing about trading, but I'll get a combine or something to make it so it's not straight paper trading. But then one day we can stream and she can trade and see how it goes. Hey, McLovin, like that. I don't want to do all that. I think that's why people do post like summary videos of their streams. But I mean, I'm not trying to do YouTube to make money. Yeah, like it's generating some stuff, but I don't want to turn into doing it that much. 5 minute is red. Yeah, maybe you're onto something there. If we get a 5 minute hike in Ashi and we're above the standard one deviation and we have an entry with a fair value gap on the 30-second chart, then take it. So I would be just now getting in. So if that's the case, it's up the ante. We'll get into four more micros. The hell's going on there? So if all right, this trade's going to be my last one for sure. Supposed to get off after the previous trade. If this trade's green, we're definitely going to be green on this account on the day. But that's only because we scaled up. I don't know if it would put us green. We were only down like 30. We were only down like $50. on 1 micro. I'm going to put this, that was right at the high. I'm at least put it a little above that high. It's trading is weird because this I don't care about the performance of this account that I'm on right now. Like I said, even if I were to pass it, I'm not paying the funded fee, so I'm never going to make real money off this account. But I still don't want to take a losing trade, and it's not even real. Like I don't care. But I'm actively working on this strategy, so I kind of I thought about that, Tyler, because you clipped that section, so I need to make it into a short, I think. But I struggle because like nobody knows. I'd have to be able to convey the story, like why that sucks so bad. Because we only had a couple dollars of drawdown, and then Nasdaq had to do me dirty like that. How do I convey all that within like 60 seconds? I think I need to record like a quick intro for it, explaining really quickly and then showing the trade. Well, inside joke's not going to take off. It'd be fun for you guys. No one else would know what was going on. Does that mean you're in it now, McLovin? What do we got on other time frames? Got a 1 minute. 1 minute fair value gap, 2 minute fair value gap. Yeah, you got a point there, Tyler. If we use the hike and ashy also, that will be called the McLovin setup. I did like seeing, I mean, like I said, I've never watched the hike and ashy, but waiting for that to match up with the 30 second might be a good idea. We'll see if it works out or not. I mean, it definitely worked out back here. I would have avoided those other two trades if we were using that. So if we're 2 for 2 on it, I'm ready to go all in. That's close enough. I'm confused as to why I can't drag a take profit off of this. It's got to be the connection with trade of 8. Yeah, I can't remember if I've been able to do it or not. I don't remember if I've ever traded a personal account using TradingView as the broker and TradingView as the platform. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, it's safer, I guess, but I guess it works if you use these, right? Oh, we might be in a long one here. Feel pretty good about this going down. We came up and look at all these bodies on the 30-second. Oh, and 1620 was that midpoint of that wick. I know. If this was like the 5-minute, this would be a really nice looking setup. But just the fact that it's on the 30-second makes you skeptical. And then, yeah, 5-minute, like, what the hell is he? What is this? Nothing in here. But Sometimes you get some decent moves out of the 30-second. See where a 1-to-1 would be. Maybe every time, if we're in a trade, every time another bearish fair value gap forms, we enter. Oh, new Tyler wants to go for a long. If you do, if you could take your profits before my stop gets hit, I would greatly appreciate it. Tyler Smith likes to fade all my moves as well. Isn't that right? I'm gonna add a contract just for you guys. Just for the Tylers. Oh, we need to add 2 for 2 Tylers. Oh, I can't. Damn it. Forgot. TopStep only lets you do 5 contracts with the one I'm on. I know that's where I thought our drawn liquidity was as well, up at the 50s, right? Right here. And when we get this close to it, whenever we get to something like that and then we're this close, like we have to go take that out before we go lower, right? I could just switch over to one of the other ones. I have 3 right now. I think 3 are available. I was just doing this week just to do something because I wasn't planning on trading my normal strategy on my personal account, and I this strategy would be very difficult to be profitable with the human with the human aspect. So I don't plan on trading like this all the time. I'm just doing it this week and then put it into a bot and let it try and make some money. The latest Ashy turned uh-oh. Uh-oh. So now what do we do? Just exit? The hell? How do these work? I don't understand how those work. Price is at 18, but it's showing down here. Oh, gotcha. Didn't make any sense. I see. Makes sense. God. After this trade, I might go back to bed. Well, I mean, I know I'm not changing anyone's mind for any different strategies today, especially with this one. But like I said, I thought of this strategy not for me to do, for a bot to just take all these trades throughout the day. In the small back testing I did, it was profitable. I need much more data than only 8 days or 8 to 10 days that I was able to test. But so I want to get it into a bot so I can back test like 2 months worth and then make a decision if I want to pursue it, maybe make some changes to it, or if it's profitable, leave it and then run it live. Tyler, I think I could technically maybe, but I can't. I need to go have some more coffee and wake up. Well, it was fun at least trying something different. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow and the same thing Wednesday, by the way. While I continue on thinking of ways to improve. But as of now, I'm just going to keep taking if we're above this line, we take every bearish fair value gap. And if we're below this line, we take every bullish fair value gap. I'm going to continue this for this week, and then hopefully this weekend I have time to start coding it, because I want to get it into a code so I can back test it, like a true back testing, not just me going through the charts, because it sucks. But I already know like this strategy is not going to be profitable, or at least it shouldn't be profitable on a rally day, because that's just the nature. Like I'm looking for pullbacks back towards VWAP. If we do it once, that's great. But if we're going to continue rallying, you're not going to get those pullbacks, except for these little ones. So then it's a matter of me trying to figure out, do we just stop after 2 or 3 losses on to prevent it from losing too much on a rally day? do we switch to a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio when it loses a couple in a row? I don't know. Putting that into a bot, I can quickly test those scenarios to figure it out. But just based on my manual testing, it was profitable every day except for one day on the 1 minute. But again, also, that was trading the whole session. I'm stopping today at noon. So maybe later this afternoon, we get some big pullbacks where it would have been profitable, but I can't sit here and wait for that. So again, another reason why it's almost like I feel like the best way to do this is to have a algo running for you. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but you code it in C# and then load it into it's exactly what I'm doing. Then you can load it in the back testing, run it for a couple of days and see how it does quickly. And then you can make little adjustments like this and then rerun it, see what the results are. That's what I was doing yesterday, just with like a sample strategy thing. But you say strategy builder. It's not like I don't know, you still have to code it. Which is, this was the one I was messing with yesterday. It's not a strategy. This was just like a tutorial that Quantower has. I was just messing with it, but I took out where it was buying, but this guy right here, the symbol get history for the 30-second up until now. This gets me a list of 30-second bars, which then down in here, I can check them for fair value gaps and then determine if we want to buy or sell. So I know there's not much here. It probably looks like crazy to you guys, but I had some sample buying and selling and then loading it into Quantower just to see how that works. And it's pretty cool because you can just load the code in and then run it for a set date, like for a week or a month, and just run it. And it runs pretty quickly, like a few minutes. And then you have a list of trades. You have an overall P&L. And then see if what you did was profitable. If you want to make an adjustment, you open up the code, put something different in, reload it, rerun it, and see if you like the results. Plus, you can add you can build your own parameters. So, for instance, I added a take profit and a stop loss parameter so I don't have to type it into the code. In Quantower, I have new fields for take profit and stop loss, and I can put in however much I want there and run it. If I don't like it, I can change those numbers and rerun it, etc. But if you guys are interested in this, I can go over this when I add my code for this strategy that I'm going to work on. At the very least, I can show you running it. I don't know if I'll show you guys all the secret code after I get it typed up. Take this again, so why not? Another fair value gap. Like the further we rally away, the bigger the win is going to be if we get it. I'm not looking at the Ashy right now. Yeah, you said it was red earlier and then it turned green. So the fact that this showed up before I close the stream, I just have to take it because I'm taking every single one that forms. So, and I have no expectations. I'm just doing this to pass time. I need to get this into a bot so I can backtest like a month. We have no risk right now. I'm on a TopStep combine that I have no intentions of turning into a funded. It's just a little more it introduces a little more emotions than just straight paper trading. But I've already went and canceled all of any combines, any evaluations I had. I went and canceled them all so I don't get auto rebuild for them. I just had a revelation on Friday, and I don't want to give any more money to prop firms if I don't have to right now. They have their place, but I have a personal account, so I don't know why I'm even going for that when any money I give to a prop firm, I could just put into my personal account and build that up. Build it up slowly by depositing money into it and build it up slowly by trading. Oh, you want to see it drop down to 890? Oh my god. I just want a couple hundred points. I just want 130 points. That's all. Tyler's not asking for much. He just wants a cool 140 points when he's ready for it. But that's it. Oh, Tyler, you don't know what it looks like, right? I don't think. I just want a quick drop to like the 800s. I like that. Just a quick wick down. Hey, we might get that at 1. Oh, damn, it's already 12:30. What is going on? I'm holding on to this until a stop or a take profit gets hit. One or the other. I should just exit and put minis on because, like I said, I don't care. Don, I have no idea what that means. Oh my gosh, McLovin. Oh, time flies. Okay. Best you get. Yeah, I mean, I guess you have no way of knowing, but I wasn't around 2,000 years ago, so Tempest Fugit. This is a pretty big pullback we're expecting. Yes, it is. Can I call you Milk Thomas? Because now it's all I'm ever going to see whenever I see it. But if you don't like it, I will happily say Mick. I won't call you Milk Thomas. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize what time it was. I meant to get off after that last trade, but it took forever. I may not even hold on to this one because the whole goal of this week, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, was just to see if I can pick these setups live. That was it. I don't know why I wasn't sure that I could, but when you backtest stuff, it's just not the same as the charts live. But I think I am obviously capable of picking out these trades. Oh, you don't? That's odd. I thought everyone liked their dairy counterparts. I really don't mean that in any negative way. Just when I first looked over in my head, I read it as Milk Thomas, and I'm like, wait, that's not his name. But yeah, I hope you don't take any. I don't mean any offense to that. We're going to just consolidate now because we're in a trade. And I'm hungry. And I'm tired. We're definitely down on the day because I scaled up on the last trade before this one because I was just being dumb. But we had a loser, a winner, and then 2 losers. Right? Let me open up TradingView. It'll be easier to see over there. I don't think I can be I don't know if this strategy is profitable if I only traded it for like an hour or two a day. But when I back tested, I was taking trades the whole session, like up to like I had a couple entries that were at 350 in the afternoon and then exited at 4. And it was profitable when I back tested it. So in my mind, I need to trade all day in order to be profitable. So I'm not thinking that I can be profitable this week since I'm not planning on trading all day. Trying to pull up TradingView so we can see the performance better there, but it's going to be skewed because we took some trades with 1 micro, then some trades with 2 micros. 5. Oh, pretty bad win rate right now. I'm taking one winning trade. But I don't remember taking 5 entries. I mean 6 entries. So it's no bueno right now. But again, the test this week was just to get some more data. Take the trades live to see if I can spot them live. And that's why I'm not doing this on my personal accounts. And that's why I'm just being dumb with the contract sizes. I just wanted to see these moves play out in real time. Because backtesting is a little different than live, as you guys know. It's a lot when this is just a big empty void and we have no clue what's going to happen. Wanted to pull up the so we'll watch that over here, but this Excel sheet with the 30-second. So I should have wrote down what time these trades were so I could see which ones were like morning session versus afternoon. Oh, there's a there's a difference, Tyler. But these trades are in order from market open. I just don't remember. I didn't write down what time they were. Like these could be all in the afternoon. I don't know. But like on this day, we only took 1 losing trade. That's a hell of a lot of points on the 30-second chart. 11, 9, 1, 2, 3. Look, we hit like a bunch of losing trades in a row. I was still, I probably would have lost money after commissions. But I was thinking about, maybe after 4 losing trades, you stop for the day. I don't know. That would have netted 62 points on that day versus 14. Loser, winner, loser, winner, loser, loser. That would have netted 20 points versus the 10. But then you have days where it does really good. 92 points, 55 points, not bad. 112 points, trading all day. 148, 107. I mean, that's... And then all of those days together was 660 points. Even with those days that hit a bunch of losers. Like, you got to look at the bigger picture. So I just can't go after. I can't do that right now. I can't trade all day and sit here and wait for every single entry on the 30-second chart. So those results with a small data set give me some motivation to spend some time and program this, and then we can back test it with a month, with it 2 months. If it's profitable with a 1 or 2 months, I'll run it live with like 1 micro on my real account and see how it does. Hey, what's up? That's what I was thinking, John. Like with that small set of days, notice right away once you hit like a certain number of losing trades in a row, typically it's like we're probably rallying, so none of the pullbacks are going to work. So you got to just stop it there. But I need a larger sample size to be able to determine that. And like I was saying earlier, maybe after 3 red trades in a row, you have another strategy ready to go that replaces it, and you trade a little bit differently for the rest of the day. I don't know. That's what's cool about programming that stuff. That's what's cool about gathering all the data too. Then you can, I don't know, fine tune it. You definitely hit the 1-to-1 on this trade as well. If we were just aiming for 1-to-1s, we would have had multiple winners today. We'd probably be profitable if we only aimed for 1-to-1. Oh, 1-to-2 worked as well. Kind of thinking like if it moves, if you hit the 1-to-1 mark, then move to break even. If you move to the 1-to-2, move your stop to the 1-to-1. If that makes sense. Yeah, I need all these levels. I need every price to be broken all the way down to 77,977. All right, if this hits our entry, I'm just gonna exit, and then I'm starving. Like I just want to eat food. Oh, we're about to jump off here. One stop. This is probably gonna tank as soon as I get off of here, but this was just a test today. That's it. I'm gonna move this to 1 point, just because I don't want to be sitting here anymore. No, not usually. I usually only trade until like 11 a.m. and then I'm off, or then I'm not really looking for anything else. But this new strategy that I want to work on, I plan on building it into a bot for it to run all day from market open to market close. I'm normally not on here at this time. I did not realize it was this late. How'd you do, One Stop Trader? I don't remember. Are you one of the people that like trades something else, not futures? I can't remember. I know we have some people that watch. They don't trade futures. They just kind of hang out with all of us. I don't remember if that's you or not. I've always been interested in bots. I've built one before, but it was a long time ago, and then I switched to learning like ICT stuff, and then I never went back to it, but I've been motivated again. So I was trying to come up with some type of strategy that I would be able to program. Nice to both of you, One Stop and I don't know how to pronounce this name. Finnan. Fanon? Was that correct? Fanon? I'll try to remember that if that's correct. I apologize ahead of time if I forget in the future. Thanks. I would say today was a successful test. Like I said, I wanted to just see if I could spot these setups live. This evening, I'll probably, after we have all the candles, I'll go back and just what I showed on that Excel sheet, just log what each setup made or lost, and then see if it was profitable at the end of the day. There hasn't been a red day on the 30-second, but I also only have like 8 days worth of testing on it. So statistically, today should be profitable as well. I think also though on testing, I was waiting for I would get a gap, or I don't know. I like just marketing in right after a gap on the 30-second chart. You're not too far away from where the gap formed. Like we got in at 25 down here. If we waited for it to come back up here, it would have only been an extra 2 points. So it's not that big of a deal. But my target is like way down here at the 70s. Maybe I'll just leave this. It'd be nice to at least end this trade if we can get above our starting balance. Even though I don't plan on passing this account. It's going to move the stop to that swing. Oh, we're in the green again. Now we're in the red. I'm going to just leave this where it was at originally. So at least I can say all the trades today. I took them and then left them. Let the stop or the take profit get hit, one or the other. All right. I'm going to just leave this trade open, but end the stream because I'm hungry and this trade doesn't even matter. So everyone's up to speed. Everyone's up to speed on my new kind of like adventure. Most likely next week. I mean, I'm gonna trade this. I'm gonna take these same trades tomorrow morning, just because I'm not planning on risking my personal account this week at all. I think next week, hopefully, if I can get some progress done on building this bot out, then there's no need for me to try to do it live. Next week, I'll probably just go back to my normal trading setups, like 1 or 2 setups a day. But this strategy, like Joseph just said, like this could be this could sit here for an hour or two. I don't know. But this strategy was thought about and kind of designed for a bot to handle, not for me. So there's no point in trading it on my personal account. I was just curious to see this strategy form live. That's really it. So if you guys keep trading, good luck. Delta, I'm heading off right now. I'm going to just leave this trade open, and then at the end of the day, go through and see what setups worked, what didn't, log them, and then I'll share those results with you in the morning, with all you guys in the morning, whoever's here. So, but I'm just going to leave this open. I may peep at charts and stuff later, but I'm not going to be like actively trading them. But I can't sit here on stream anymore. I need to go eat. So you guys have a good one, and see you guys in the morning.